Oh my God. Wait. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Can you guys see me and hear me? I'm just gonna wait. I'm in my carport. I didn't want to go back in the house because Sonny would be like, "Yeah, you're home," and then I'm like, "I'm out of here again." I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna sit and wait for a sec and see if this is working. This is under my house. It's my water tank, my block. Someone, if anyone is watching right now, can you just put a comment in chat and say, because I can see my screen, it's not black and buffering anymore. Oh my God, I fixed it. Yay. I did it. Oh my God. Do you know what the weird thing is? I did try this before and it still didn't work. It asked me if I wanted to try doing it on Samsung internet instead of Chrome. So I said, yes, please. And it loaded up Samsung internet and then same thing. Wow. So I completely went back in and removed all the permissions for StreamYard to access my phone and like my mic and the camera. I removed all of that, flicked out of that site, then went back in and then created a live and gave it permission. And then I went live on, well, I tried to go live on Chrome and it wouldn't work. I can see the chat. Yeah. I'm back on StreamYard. I'm sorry, StreamYard, for all the horrible things I said about you. But I'm in a browser which is called Samsung Internet. Clarity, yeah, the clarity is amazing. This camera is amazing. All right, let's walk down to the cafe. You and me, Scout. I think everyone's bailed. I don't blame them. How annoying. It's annoying for me, but it must be really annoying to watch it too. Look at the beach today. It's a beautiful day. I've got my headphones on too, so I'm using the mic on them. I did get with this phone. It came with, I had to order them on the website, like redeem a code, but it comes with a set of earbuds that are like, I don't know, they're worth about $324 from memory. We're good. We're great, Scout. It's such a clearer camera, isn't it? Oh my God. So whatever I just did fixed it, but I love a problem. I'm a problem solver. That's why I became a lawyer, to fix people's problems. Yeah, it's beautiful. So let's go down to Park Cafe and get a coffee. All the beautiful pastries will have gone by now, I reckon, but that's okay. Sunny's awesome too, Scout. She's so cute. But yeah, look at this day. And this camera is so good. So good. I'm excited. It worked. It worked. Yeah, the blues and they are. Look at the tree ahead. I mean, it is a beautiful tree, but wow. Wow. I'm just so happy I fixed it because, yeah, I do like a problem to solve. Share about your little girl. Okay, so she couldn't be more different to Biscuit. There's a couple of similarities, but for the most part, they're very different creatures. Very different. Give you that nice view. Might just be you and me, Scout. I think everyone's given up on me. Oh well, I'm happy to chat with you, gorgeous. Um, so she's very independent. She's not. She was a little bit smoochy with me the first couple of days I had her. Like she actually sat on the. I've got like a 1.5 seater armchair, and she did actually hop up next to that with me on the first day and the second day that she was with me. But she hasn't done it since. She sleeps in the living room. She comes into my room at night and has a bit of a look around, but she hasn't slept on my bed. But the night my sister stayed, she slept on the bed with her. So I don't know what's going on there, like whether she thinks I'm the alpha and she's just, I don't know, cats don't have alphas, do they? Look at this house we've been watching. It's coming along nicely. She loves having her head scratched and she loves a little nose massage, just like Biscuit did. And she doesn't mind a sort of chin scratch, just don't go under the chin. She doesn't like that. She definitely knows she's a cat, whereas Biscuit thought she was a dog. So, hey, Morgan, I worked it out. You proud of me? This is where my friends Nat and Steve stayed last weekend when they were down in this little house in here. Can't see much of it from up here, but I was always curious to see what it was like inside. It's a great little Airbnb. It's a little couples retreat. It's lovely. And I've got another friend, Katrina, who's coming down this weekend. She's probably going to stay there too. She's got 2 dogs and she won't leave them alone, like won't leave them at home alone. She's got a housemate, but she likes to take them with her. And I said, look, I would have been more than happy for you to stay at my place, but I've just got this cat. She's never been around dogs. Unfortunately, my house is now a dog-free zone again. I've got a lot of friends with dogs and I've just said to them, look, come down and, we'll take the dogs to the beach, but you just can't come to the house. Because a friend of mine did drop in with her dog a few weeks before Biscuit died, and I still feel guilty about that because it really upset Biscuit. I don't think it killed her, but in hindsight, I was like, she had to be tucked away in a spare room. And the dog had free rein of the house and was running along the deck and barking at other dogs. And yeah, I feel so mean for doing that. It was a bad decision on my part. Oh, what were you watching, Morgan? The clarity is freaking magnificent in terms of the actual footage or both, the sound and the camera. You get a new one next week. Are you an iPhone girl or an Android girl? Because this is a Samsung S21. And I didn't go for there's 3 different Samsung 21s. The other 2 are much bigger. And I don't like phones that are like little tablets. This one's the same size as my S10. So, like it fits in this bracket that I'm using. The other ones might have, but I don't know. Like it's pretty fully extended, this one. So, but it's got a 64 pixel camera. And the mic at the moment is actually the mic on my headphones, not the phone mic. But when I was driving yesterday, I used the phone mic and it did sound better. But when I get the earbuds, when they arrive, because it came with a redemption for some Samsung earbuds and they're worth about $320. $4. I don't know why it's not $3.25. That's so pretty through there at the moment. I've lost my headphones. Hang on. I just went under a branch. Hang on. Sorry about that. Things are a bit weird there. I can't see the screen. I'm trying to get to a shady spot, but it's so pretty down there today. See, it's the Samsung S21. I'll see what you said, Morgan. The reviews. Oh, you're getting the Plus. Oh, you have one of each. Yeah, I didn't go the Plus, but the middle one is lovely too. But it was just that bit bigger, and then the next one up, that's the one that's got like the 128 pixel camera. Holy shit! But I like small bags, like handbags. I don't like big bags, and I was like, I'm not going to have to go into a bigger handbag just because I've got a big bloody phone. So this is the same size as the S10, but the Plus, the one you're getting, that's got the same camera, 64 pixel. And you can alternate too, like you can have just, I guess they call it like the standard, oh, here's some shade. There's like the standard phone camera on it. And then when you go to take photos, whatever, you can flick the switch and it goes to the 64 pixel, which is what I've done. Scout, what are you saying about dogs and cats? My cat wasn't a fan of our rescue dog. It took about a year. Yeah, see, fuck. And that's when they lived together. No, the Plus and the Ultra are the same size. Do you see this clarity? I feel like we're actually there. The color, isn't this great? It made me realize how I thought my other phone was pretty cool. Like I didn't get rid of it because it was broken or anything. The lease wasn't up till the end of the year, but I went in to see. Well, no, the lease was up in 3 months or July, but you had up until December to change phones. And the girl was like, "Why don't you just upgrade it now? You're not breaking the contract. You're not going to be hit up with any fees, and the longer you keep that phone, if it gets damaged, they might actually hit you up for $190 if they can't recycle it." So I was like, "Well, stuff it while we're here. Let's do it." But it took ages. It took like an hour and a half. I forgot about that, but it was worth it. And now that I can go live from it, I'm even happier. But I just completely cleared all the settings, all the permissions that I'd given StreamYard and redid it, and now it's working. With the iPhone 11, your phone's much better. I did get the small one. I didn't get it solely because they only had stupid colours. I had an iPhone 6S too. I hate iPhones. I had nothing but my work phone was an iPhone. My personal was an Android. iPhones are just toys. Samsungs are computers. Even my friend who works at Apple's like, God, I wish I could have an iPhone, an Android. But yeah, in terms of the stupid colours, there were several colours. I mean, I always like white phones, but they didn't have any white. They've never had any in the shop that I was in. They had a gunmetal grey, which is what I was going to get. And then there was the pink one and the purple one. I ended up getting the pink one, but it's in a navy blue bumper. You can't even see it. Like if you put your phone in a case, if it had a clear case, you'd be able to see the pink, but it was there's a tiny bit of pink, on the back where the camera and everything is now. There's like 3 little things in a row. There's a little bit of rose gold showing. No white here either. Yeah, the girl said to me yesterday she's never seen a white one, and she moves around to lots of different Telstra shops, and even the rep from Samsung was there yesterday, and she said she hasn't seen a white one. I was going to get the grey, And then we had a look on the website at the colours, and I was like, I'll get the pink. But as soon as I put the bumper on it, apart from a little bit of metal on this side, on this side of the phone, the little frame around the camera, and it's rose gold coloured, you can't see anything. I don't like purple, so I wasn't going to get the purple one. And the pink one's kind of a salmon pink colour, but my bumper is navy blue. You can't see any of it. Please don't tell me park is closed. Are you shitting me? Oh my God, have I missed the cafe? Oh no, the board's out. Cool. They're open. Let me just go and grab a coffee. And we'll head to the beach. I won't talk while I'm in here, but you'll be down at waist height. How you doing? Good, thanks. Can I get a takeaway latte, please? And a donut. I'll get a custard one, thank you. Yes, thanks. Yeah, regular's great, thank you. Yeah. I'll be greeting lots of big fatty bubba. That's so good. It's actually my lunch, which is really bad, but
Oh, sorry. There we go.
thanks.
Donuts, great.
They are made with love. I'm live on YouTube. I'm just showing off the food. I'm live on YouTube. I take them for walks on the beach. A lot of people in lockdown that watch my channel in the UK. So let's go for a beach walk. Yeah. I know. They'll get jealous of that. I quite often come and get burgers or something and go and sit on the beach and eat it. They've seen most of your menu by now. They're throwing up donut emojis in the chat. It's the menu again, guys. I show it to you every time I come in here, but the granola bowl is to die for. Whoops. Hey guys. I say them too, like how different Australians are, like in America with YouTube channels. If people see phones, they like, wow, waving, like not here. We all like privacy. Thank you so much. Will do. Have a good afternoon. Okay, Grievers. Maybe I think there's a lot of bigger YouTubers live and bitching right now. Is that right? No lockdown. Woo-hoo. And it's warming up. Well, I've got to say, our autumn's been pretty amazing so far. Have a look at it. And I don't know where Lady Pegasus is today, but she was in my chat yesterday, and I chatted to her yesterday morning as well. And it was like pissing down with rain for her first thing in the morning. And then when I went live in the afternoon, she said it hasn't stopped raining. And we've got this sort of weather. I'm in a little skirt and t-shirt and flip-flops. Like it's 24 degrees again. It's beautiful. Although the sun in Tassie is pretty strong, like 24 in Hobart or Tassie. When I lived in Adelaide, I used to say to people, you've got to add another 4 or 5 degrees because the sun is so much brighter. And even my friend I caught up with the other night for dinner, she's from Adelaide. And it was, I think the day we caught up, it was 23. And she's like, look at my arms, I got burnt today. And I was like, yep. She didn't take into account, even though I said to her, it does get bitey. She thought I was kidding. I'll go down on the beach and find a spot where I can read chat. Thank you for being so well behaved when we went into park. I've got a custard donut for lunch and a coffee. I am going to the gym tonight, so I made a beautiful salad and I was really hungry at like 10 o'clock. So I ate it then. So I have actually had lunch. This is dessert. I don't normally eat salads at 10 a.m., but man, it was good. I made a Parmesan ranch dressing from scratch. And it was just cos lettuce, cucumber, tomato, sliced almonds that I toasted up a little bit. And then I just offloaded a tin of tuna and mixed some of this ranch palmy dressing through. Oh, my God, it was divine. It was really basic. And then tonight I found in the freezer a Thai chicken satay curry that I made. Oops, sorry. Sure, a bit of coin slot then, that poor guy getting undressed. And I'm like, how's your coin slot? And I'm going to make some pies with it. I thought, no, I'm not going to do just rice and have it as a curry. I'm going to add some veggies to it, some peas, a little bit of capsicum, some more onion, and a little bit of coconut milk. And I'm going to make pies. Stretch it out a little bit. I'll get 6 pies out of it or 2 bowls of curry and rice. So it's like, fuck it. Make some pies and little party pies, not little party pies, but like little pies, individual pies, and then just make little side salads or veggies to go with it. And freeze a couple of them for lunches next week. Too easy. It's lovely down here. There's still people down on the beach in bikinis, guys. This is autumn in Tasmania. Have to find a spot. I've put my phone on dark mode, but I reckon it's going to be harder to read the chat. Didn't think about that. So, we'll just go up the beach a bit, find a little spot to sit down. These surfers out. Keen to see what the scenery looks like on the new phone. And yeah, whoever's alive will have about 700 people watching them, ripping everyone else to shreds. Boring. Everything, like train wrecks on YouTube are really funny for like the first week. And then when it goes into Groundhog Day mode, like what's the next scandal going to be? I wonder. I've unsubscribed to so many channels now that I'll probably miss some good train wrecks. You'll have to message me, guys, if you ever see anything worth watching. Because, yeah, I unsubbed. I just got sick of scrolling through 100 notifications and it was all Chris Watts or drama community shit to find a channel that had uploaded some new content on something that had nothing to do with that shit. So I'm like, just unsub from all of them. And sub from them all. I did listen to a little bit of life perplexed today because the notification before I unsubscribed had her with the truth up on panel. I'm like, what the fuck? And they were chatting away like old buddies. They've said some horrible shit about each other. I mean, that's why YouTube's confusing. They were really good friends. Then they had a massive falling out, and they've basically bagged the shit out of each other for months. But because they've got this united mission now. But interestingly, that was playing while I was training Sunny on her harness and took her out onto the deck the first time, and she didn't like it. I mean, she got used to the harness, but we were out on the deck and she looked around for about 5 minutes max and then went back inside. I was like, this is cool. If I could get to the point with her that I can have the sliding door open so that my house gets fresh air running through it, which I love, and she prefers to be inside, that would be awesome. There's Barry up ahead, guys. Is Barry looking sharp with the new camera? Oh, I've still got 2 people. Thank you for hanging around. I thought everyone would have bailed. Because I've got coffee and a donut and goodness in my soul. But yeah, it kept rolling on. It was actually quite interesting because there were other people jumping up on panel and expressing views and stuff. And it was actually Tiffany Marie who was on there saying, I'm over this. I'm thinking about leaving YouTube because I'm just sick of talking about all this shit. But someone in the gang is actually, someone in the community is actually realising how fucked it is. I don't like purple. My thongs are aubergine, Morgan. I don't. I was horrified. I actually said to my sister, oh, fuck, what have I done? They rocked up, but they are the best thongs I've ever owned. They are actually Crocs too. Don't hate me. These thongs are so fucking great. That little ridgy thing makes your feet just sit flat on them, like you don't slide all over the place. Like I love Havaianas. I've got so many pairs of them, but I can't wear them anymore. I can't walk in them. I fall over. I ordered these. I thought they were navy blue, and they rocked up, and I was like, ugh. And then my feet were really brown when I got them. And I showed them to my sister because she doesn't like purple either. And we both agreed they were actually really cool. Oh, shit, I've lost my headphones again. Hang on. Fuck a doodle-doo. They're on a bit loose. That's better. Okay, let's go back and see what you 2 lovelies are chatting about. I've sat right next to where a track comes out. Look at this camera's incredible. I mean, this beach is amazing, as you know, but seriously, it's taken it to a whole new level. New York, you're hungry because of me. Oh, yeah, I better try that donut, huh? Check it out, guys. I made them give me the biggest one. Oh, look, it's almost a love heart, the custard. Oh, rain for you too, Morgan. You're sucked in. That's what you get for your purple thong comment. Purple flip-flops. We are. We are, Scout. There's 3 people now. Yeah, you've just had daylight saving. We've got daylight saving in the middle of winter next. Tori's killing me with all this delicious food talk. Raid the fridge. Raid it, Scout. Raid it. Talk about Tori now. I can see you now, Morgan. And I saw your purple thong comment. Oh, Scout. I found heaps of great channels. And actually, if you have a look under my live yesterday, I think, or the day, one of the lives I've done really recently, it might have been the one when I was driving home the other night. It's only like a 38-minute one, but I asked people to put channels in the comments that they like watching, and Emily Flotilla wrote a list of heaps of channels that she's into. So, Twiggy, hello. Oh, your neighbours painted their house deep purple doors and everything. It's so ugly. Sent a picture, Mel, and she said maybe Laura lives there. I know. You want one of those donuts? Oh, Twiggy, come down this way one day. I'd love to catch up with you over a coffee and a custard donut. These are the guys that have Park Cafe. One of them was one of the three guys that had Franklin in Hobart. I don't know if you ever went to Franklin, but it was amazing. And now I'm trying to zoom in on the custard. Um, Now one of them is making amazing food down here and beautiful coffees too. So yeah, Franklin closed because of the whole COVID thing last year. It was, it was a concept restaurant. They were like, we can't do takeaways. It's not that kind of a restaurant. So we've had a good run. Mm, I love donuts too. And look, I'm getting to all the custard in the middle. But back to Laura and her purple. One of my alts, because I created an alt to use um, sort of undercover, because I was getting bullied a lot by some former mods that I used to hang out with in the wrench crew. And I don't blame them for it because I know what it was like being in the wrench crew and orders from above and all that sort of stuff. But I used to just get picked on. So I created an alt. Whenever Laura said, throw up purple hearts, I refused to. I think I used to throw up blue hearts or yellow hearts or, oh no, it wasn't blue hearts only. I remember getting told off. I was like, don't do blue hearts, that's so and so. I was like, oh, okay. Well, Morgan, for me, the time difference, like normally when it's good for me to go live, America's asleep. So I try to do some at different times of the day and night. Mm. Oh God, look at the custard now, guys. Fuck, and it's so good. Beautiful homemade donut with homemade custard. It's so good. Mm. So fresh. Purple hearts with the biscuits. Sunny, yeah, Sunny gets the yellow hearts. I didn't mind I don't mind purple emojis because they're not physically in my house. They're not in my wardrobe. Zoom in. All right, here's more custard. Look at me, I'm eating around it so I get a big blob at the end. It's only 10:38 p.m. and the donut looks delicious. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Made this morning. They always make everything in the mornings. Um, they've got a really basic menu because, you know, they do everything they do so well. They don't have to have 83,000 dishes on there. And they're pretty much just open for breakfast and lunch. Like they close at about 2. The last bite. It's going to be a big one. It's all the custard. Mm. I might do some donuts on my channel. I've never made them. Oh my God, that custard is porn. Oh. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. So good. Some good waves out there now. They don't look very tall from here because I'm up higher than them. Like if you're in the water and they're coming at you. I mean, it's not a massive swell today, but there's good enough waves that I'd boogie board. Look at the colour of the water, guys. But donuts, yeah, I've never made them, but I'm happy to crank up some action in the Shitty Kitty kitchen and make some. I did have last year when I was doing keto. Someone sent me a recipe for keto donuts, and I really wanted to make them, and they're baked in a donut pan in the oven. And so for the next couple of months, whenever I was out and about shopping, I kept going into like kitchenware sort of shops to find a donut pan, and I couldn't find one. I could have ordered one online, but they were baked donuts. I should have worn a hat. They're perfect size waves. Savor it. I wolfed it down, Scout. I did savor it though. As it went down, I was like, I'm savoring you. But thanks to Park Cafe, little plug for them. Oh, that donut. Donuts make you happy. So does ice cream, I reckon. I love even just the little sort of arcade cinnamon donuts or hot donuts. Fuck, when we were in Hawaii, we were on Oahu. My friend and I went to a big shopping centre or a mall, and they had these bags of donut holes for like $5 US, which is quite a lot for, but they were a big bag. And I was like, Ange, let me get these. We'll eat them on the way home. She's like, fuck no, we each get our own bag. I promise you you'll eat the whole bag. I was like, there's no way. And we both did. They were amazing and so Moorish. And they were just piping hot straight out of the cooker. God, reading chat's hard. I can't have my, I'm so excited I've been able to go live. I'm so upset that my phone is on dark mode. I love dark mode on the phone, but it's no good when I go live. I'm going to have to switch it over because I can't read chat. It's weird. It's white writing on black, but maybe shout at me in caps. Because in the absence of a hat, I can see nothing. And I don't want you guys to think I'm being an asshole and not reading your comments, but warm donuts are the best. Oh, gelato, yum. Yeah, isn't that yummy? Oh, it's like I love the flavour of lime, but lime ice cream, I reckon I'd puke. Lime gelato, lemon, oh, bring it on. All those sort of summer fruit flavours like lychee, dragon fruit, even orange, anything like that in gelato, yum. Ice cream, I'm more likely to go down the hokey pokey, which has sort of got like a thick topping through it and then also crunchy things, or like a honeycomb or a salted caramel with crunchy bits in it. I go more the sort of those kind of flavors. hazelnuts and macadamia, but I even love vanilla bean ice cream. Vanilla bean's awesome. And I love vanilla bean ice cream. And you can put so much shit with vanilla bean. But gelatos, I love all the fruity ones, watermelon and. Hey, Will, I can see your name, Groover. I worked out how to go live. It only took about 38 hours and 73 attempts, but I've worked it out. I'm very proud of myself. And everyone's digging the new camera. Look at this day, guys. I really do live in paradise. It's Friday in Australia, lunchtime. People are surfing, walking on the beach, boogie boarding up there a little bit. There's girls sunbaking in bikinis. Oh, actually, yeah, the yelling is easier to read. Thanks, guys. I will remember to change the setting. I love my phone in dark mode. I love it. It doesn't hurt my eyes as much as in light mode, but I'll just have to remember to switch it off when I go live on my phone. But I'm so excited about this phone. I'm so excited I worked it out. I was about ready to throw it off the deck. Bit of surfing action there for you guys. It's so warm too. I'm in a t-shirt and a little skirt. I've got my bare legs out. Italian ices are yummy too. I wonder what they are. We don't call them that. I mean, we call gelato. Is that different to it? Is it like a layered gelato or something? If I walk this way, can I read chat? No. Actually, let me see if I can turn up the light a bit on the phone. No, it's up full bore. I can only make out a little bit of the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. But I'm just happy that I went live and I had a donut and I've got a coffee and I'm going to start walking along the beach. Maybe my shadow will help me read the screen. Let's see. No, it's actually worse. The sun's kind of made my screen almost like clear, if that makes sense. I've got my reading glasses on too, but I can't see a fucking thing. Oh well. I will do the fickle friendship thing. A proper live about that, because I think a lot of people have got, in my chat at least, we've all sort of, a lot of us have connected offline, like on Messenger and Facebook and stuff. How's Sunny doing? I read that. If you write in caps, so I can definitely read it. Oh, hang on. Gelato has dairy, Italian ice, just water, sugar. Oh, okay. I was thinking when I was talking about the fruit flavors and stuff, I was thinking of like gelati without the dairy in it. So we've got gelati and gelato. And I think our gelato's dairy and our gelati's not. So I think what you guys call Italian ice, we call gelati. I totally went real life on Sunny. Huh? What? Huh? When I was still live at home and Mel rang and she's like, Tori, you're still live. We can hear you talking to Sunny. And I said to Mel, thank fuck I didn't go, God, that person's a fuckwit or something, you know, like, Sunny, I just went live on YouTube and there are all these lovely people in chat. But gee, one of them was a wanker. Not that any of you were, but you know what I mean? Like, my dad left a message on someone's phone once and he thought he'd hung up and he hadn't. And he's like, yeah, as if you're going to call me back, you stupid idiot, or something like that. Anyway, the person that got that message retrieved it and then turned it into their ringtone on their phone. And then suddenly half the people in Parliament House had that as their ringtone on their mobile. Well, no, I want you to follow Sunny's social media. It's gonna be much better than mine. Her little Instagram, I think she's got about 70 followers. I'll try and do a daily Sunny. It's kind of hard with her though, because she sleeps a lot more. Like Biscuit was on the deck rolling around in the sun and awake the entire time I was. This little girl likes to curl up and sleep a lot, which is great because when she's awake, she's like a fucking tornado. Her Zooming sessions are a sight to behold. I've got to work out a way to film it. It is unbelievable. I know, thank God Mel rang. Oh, yeah, there you go. Gelati's Italian Ice. See? There you go. See, we sort out major world issues on this channel. Sure, there might only be three of us, but we've all just learned something. Growth, we grow on this channel. We grow and learn. Let's test the water temp. I can tell it's pretty cold. There's a bit of a cold breeze too, so swimming today would be a bit... No, well, yeah, it's a little bit hallelujah. It's not hallelujah, but it's kind of hallelujah. It's a tiny bit cold. Once you're in, you're fine. Sunny's Instagram is Sunny_the Boho Beach Cat. Because she's boho. I swear to God, if she could wear a floppy hat like Sienna Miller or like, shit, why have I gone blank on her surname? Annie Murphy in Schitt's Creek. She's like Annie Murphy in Schitt's Creek. She's like Alexis. She's a little bit Alexis. She's very boho. When she rolls over and shows you her beach blonde curly tummy hair, oh my God. Like she's got a lot of floof. She's only 4.3 kilos, but she's got so much hair. But her tummy, like her upper side is all sort of a Russian blue color with 3 coats. So, she might be a Siberian. We don't know. But her belly is blonde curls, like beach hair curls. So cute. Hello, Shanna. You were still in the old stream. What? Is there another stream going? Am I double streaming? Probably am, because I tried Streamlabs. I tried to go live from YouTube and it's like, you're a small, insignificant channel. You can't do that yet. I was like, yeah, well, I was just saying in the off chance. And then I tried StreamYards again and it didn't work. And then I changed it to StreamYards on Samsung Internet and it worked. Nice to see you over here, Shanna. Your tabby has a ranger belly. Cute, Twiggy. I went back to the old stream. So is the old stream still going? I thought I ended it. Please tell me I ended it. Is there a stream happening from my house still? Imagine if Sunny worked out how to hook up the camera and turned it on and just sat there looking at you all going, meh, meh. You want a black cat, Shanna? They're very vocal. We had a few black cats growing up and my sister's got one, Sally. Sally does not shut the fuck up and she does her head in. They're cute though. And they're really hard to find homes for. Like Cat Rescue always have a lot of black cats, black kittens. So it'd be lovely if you get a black one because, yeah, a lot of I don't know whether it's people who are superstitious or whatever, but they've got beautiful personalities. I adore Sally. Ange was like, when Biscuit died, she's like, "Do you want Sally to move down to you?" Sally's 19 as well. Like, they live a long time, but they decided it'd be cruel to uproot Sally when she's been ignored at their house for 19 years. Oh, it's not still going? Sunny was entertaining me. An orange tabby. Tabbies are superb. I thought Sunny was a grey tabby. And then I put some photos up, and my cousin, who's got a couple of Siberians, was like, have a look at Tor. Like one of her cats, who's male, his name, you spell it Thor, Thor, but in Denmark, Thor is pronounced Tor. How cute's that? Not that she named Tor after me, but she loves that she's got a Tor as well. Two Tors. She's a mem. So I've got my niece Jemima, who's a mem, my cousin Meredith, who's a mem, and of course, being there was a mem. They were my three mems. 19, I know, Morgan. My Oliver lived to be 16. He was a black tabby or a brown tabby. But they're really cute, the tabbies, because they think they're dogs. Like, they're just such big personalities too. Biscuit's personality was massive. I still feel so sad. I still feel guilty. I still feel, did I miss something? Was there something going on with her that I should have realized she needed to get to a vet straight away? Did I cause her distress when I let my friend visit with her dog? Did that impact on her heart? Because she had a really bad heart condition. That's why she died. I feel guilty. So guilty. But Sunny's amazing. And so far she's very healthy, and yeah, but I do feel guilty. But then I think, no, she was with a vet and in the RVEC, emergency hospital, for like the week leading up to her death. If there were things that were wrong, they would, they were treating them, because some days I'd get a photo of her sitting bolt upright, perky, bright as a button, but then she'd take another turn. And I think her body was just shutting down, but I do still feel really guilty about it. I'm going to sit down again for a minute. I don't want to end this live because I'm looking straight at the beach, but I'm loving looking at how it's coming up on the screen. Thank you for checking, Scout. Can't do that to myself. I know, but I do. I keep thinking of the day I went there and the day she was put down, and I know that I made the right decision. I don't feel guilt about that at all. I couldn't bear the thought of her spending another 5 minutes the way she was. I mean, I didn't euthanize her the second I got there, but once I'd spoken to the vet about what could be wrong with her liver, neither option was a good one. It's not your fault, Sister Tori. Remember, you tried really hard. You were the best mama. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Thank you, Will. I know I did everything I could. You still feel guilty, though. Like, I know that she had an incredible time with me. And I also know that the things that she was diagnosed with in the middle of last year, the vet said to me, the fact that she lasted another 8 months was remarkable. And she didn't settle like on the drugs. They had to keep changing the doses and stuff. Like, she never got to a point that she could have had an operation or anything like that. So I don't feel guilty about that. It's not like I denied her a longer life, because this operation could have extended her life, but she had to stabilise on the meds, and the levels just never quite worked. One would be doing its job and the other one wasn't. And she'd have to be put on oxygen, or she'd have to be put on a drip. So I know that I did everything I could. But I miss her heaps. Sunny's in the honeymoon stage. In a few months, you'll see Sunny's sweet personality. She's very much settling in and sussing me out, and she seems really content. Like there's no distress or anything, and she loves her food and she loves her playtime with me, but she also loves all of the little spots that she gets to sleep in, and she's yeah, we just I mean, it took me a while with Biscuit. Like we weren't instantly buddies. In fact, I liked Sunny from the start, whereas Biscuit, someone came and met her very early on and said, you must adore her or love her. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I love her yet. I'm still trying to work her out. Like it took us a little while to find a rhythm and work out our boundaries. Whereas with Sunny, I felt enormous love from her from the start, but she's certainly becoming very aloof and she's not a smoocher at the moment. Thanks, Morgan. And yeah, that guilt is awful, isn't it? He loves the time you have with Sunny. Oh, cute. I do love my fur babies. I mean, I'll be absolutely Devo when Sunny's time comes. I mean, that's the thing when you get pets, you know that you're going to go through that. But she's not at the shelter anymore. She's got an amazing house to play in. She would have loved, if she could have heard you guys chatting when she was in the car, she would have loved it. She's a really sweet girl. She's very sweet. She's so different to Bea. There's a few things that they both did that are cute. Sweet dreams, beautiful Will. Hi. It's my new friend right there, that puppy dog. But no, I know that I did everything, but I miss her. Maybe that's really what I'm feeling. I selfishly wanted her longer. Oh, with Biscuit. She would have loved that too. Bye, beautiful Will. Yeah, she was a gorgeous girl. Oh, Tori's emotional on the beach. There's Barry. It's great sitting on the beach bawling and people walk past you going, okay, weird girl. But, I've always used the beach as therapy like my whole life, and there are a lot of other people that do it. And it's not uncommon for people to be sad or processing things on the beach. It's a good place to come for stuff, isn't it? Yeah, and I love that you've got rescue puppies, Scout. I really do. Like, rescue animals are such grateful animals. I mean, Sunny's kind of a bit like, she might be a bit millennial. Like, well, of course I'm here. I mean, nobody rescued her. She was there for like nearly 5 weeks. She was about to be sent off to foster care just to have a bit of a break from it because they get very despondent being at the shelter, people coming and going every day, patting them, loving them, and then leaving them. And they also see all these other cats being rescued. And Sunny was starting to attack people, partly because she doesn't like kids, and her cage had a thing on the gate that said no children, and parents take their kids there and let the kids go into all of the cages. It's like respect the animal. She was like adopted as a baby, grew up in a house with one human, no other cats, no dogs, no children. And she was showing right from the start a lot of distress at kids going into her cage. So they put a sign up and parents ignored it. I just think, you horrible people. Like, on the one hand, you're amazingly beautiful people to be at a rescue, an animal rescue shelter, but on the other hand, you're completely disrespecting the animals that are in the shelter. That sense of fucking entitlement does my head in. Yeah, and do you know what I love about being on the beach too, Scout, is you go for a walk and you think about things and process stuff and make decisions and, remember you've got to call someone and all that sort of stuff. But when you get back home, you feel like you've had a therapy session. I'm guessing. I don't feel like this after. I had to get a psychologist last year, and I have actually need to make an appointment to see her again. But I've never seen one before, and I found the process quite unsettling. I can't say that she's awesome. Like, if I met her at a dinner party and she was like, "Hey, do you want to catch up for a coffee next week?" I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, bring it on!" Like, really like her. But the actual therapy part of it, I found it quite triggering, and I really just wanted coping strategies and things to put in motion to help me recover. I didn't want to keep rehashing all the shit that had led to my burnout and newfound anxiety in the first place. Like, I didn't feel like we were working through it. It was kind of like, yeah, it's here. I've acknowledged it. Let's start working on coping strategies and what things I can do to keep it at bay. But by the same token, I didn't end up being medicated. So maybe in a way it did help me. I don't know. But I could see the screen before because the sun went behind a cloud. It's right behind me and it's right on the screen. So sorry about chat, not being able to acknowledge it. And now my glasses have got a bit of mascara, not mascara, but like, smears from my tears. They got tear smears. Oh, it's so nice. I wish I brought my book down with me now. I'd end this live and just lie on the sand and read a book for an hour. Super happy with the phone. I hope you're going to get it, Morgan. I'll have to read chat when I get back to the house. I'm so sorry. I can see your names and that's it. But I've fixed the going live problem. Hopefully I don't have to do this every time, but I will go live from Samsung Internet, not Chrome. Hello, old oak. Oh my God, how are you? How are you doing? I've just had a bit of a cry about Biscuit, talking about Sunny, and then I started getting all sad about B again. But Sunny's got a broken heart too, like her only human. Oh, well, may not even know, old oak. I've got a new girl. 2 weeks tomorrow. And it felt too soon when I went and rescued her, but it also felt right. And I knew in my heart, I was like, I cannot leave this little girl here for another night. They were saying she was about to have to go into foster care. They give the cats a break and put them in foster care just so they can have a break from the public just prodding and poking them and not leaving with them. And she was about to go off on a break and she was starting to attack people. A couple of the cats that I've been looking at on the website, not that I wanted to rescue them. I had my eye on Sunny from the start, as most of you know, but a couple of them weren't there when I went out there and I was like, oh, thank God they've been rescued. But then there was an announcement today they're now back at the rescue at the cat centre because they've had a couple of weeks at in foster care just for their mental health. And I love that they do that. But I was so relieved when I'd adopted Sunny and they said she was about to have to go to foster care because she was getting very despondent and angry. So I'm glad I spared her that. But it's a lovely thing for them to do it. But now these poor cats are back there again and you think, do they think, oh, fuck, I'm here again? But hopefully, because they've had a bit of a breather, they'll be more cute and appealing, and people will rescue them. Because Sunny was basically sleeping all day in her little igloo bed and not engaging with people. That's the point she'd got to. She was just over it all. Like she was depressed. And then when my sister and I walked into her enclosure, she came straight out of her igloo and gave both of us a smooch and head-butted both of us and leant right into me. And I was like, yep, I reckon I've got to get this one. And the girls, the volunteers that work at 10 Lives, they were like, she hasn't done that for days. She's just stayed in her little igloo. Because they do lash out, and then people get pissed off and they get angry and they hear an angry voice and then they get upset. Like they don't want to lash out. If I'm playing with her and she bites and claws me, she's not trying to break my skin. It's just her little way of defending herself, I guess, during playtime. Like it's not, she's not trying to hurt me. But when she did scratch me one time, my reaction, she went under a chair and sulked. She was really upset, I think. I don't know. We shouldn't project human emotions onto our animals, but I do. They certainly do things. Their behaviour indicates they're feeling something. I'll see when I go up the track if I can get into a shady spot. I really just want to read chat before I end this live because I can see there's a bit of chatter going on and I feel awful not responding to anything. Hey, Bazza, where's Shazza? Does Barry look amazing on my new phone? Is the camera showing off his exquisiteness? Does he look handsome? Don't know where Shazza is. Probably off with Gazza and the sand dunes, but most likely. Such a scrubber, that girl. It's actually hot. I'm getting colour. I was looking at my legs today going, oh no, they're fading. I'm heading back into winter tan, the Tassie winter tan, purple legs. Purple, there you go, Morgan, if you're still around. But there's still a bit of sun happening. Hey? Take a photo? Yeah, sure. No, that's right. This is not facing the water, by the way, but I'm live on YouTube, so I'm just taking a photo of a girl. Welcome. Enjoy the sun.
Yeah.
Cool. Just had to take photos of a pretty cute looking girl in a little purple bikini, Morgan. Wow. That'll be going straight onto her Instagram, I reckon. The things that happen to me on the every day. Right, let's find some shade so I can talk to you groovers. Be interesting to see how much battery going live uses on this phone as well. Okay. Still can't read chat. Oh my God. Here we go. Shit, there's 6 of you. Hey, Casper. If you're still around. Yeah, it's a gorgeous beach day, mate. That's why I haven't responded to your email yet. When the weather is fun, I'm not online. Oh, cool, you've been doing Xbox racing games. Go, you good thing. I did my first live from this new phone yesterday, and there were quite a few comments that people felt like they were in one of those driving games, but the footage was better. I'm sort of, if anyone comes down the track, they're going to be like, what is she doing? I'm half standing in a bush to read chat. Sunny was done with being a monkey in the zoo. She was, yeah. There's a few videos about her. Um, she's a very pretty girl. I think if I turn my camera off, it's me. Oh, shoot. Didn't even have an avatar. Yeah, the sun is way too bright, but I can read chat now, and I'm going to end this in a sec too. A weekend binge on all my videos. Yeah, we do feel their feelings, Scout, in both directions. So sweet to take a photo. I took about 6 or maybe 8. But I doubt that any of them will look bad. She was gorgeous. I mean, she's a young girl, like back in the day when we used to just walk around in bikinis and looked amazing, but thought we weren't amazing. And then when we got older, we're like, God, I'd give anything to look like that again. And now I wear a bikini and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I know I'm 54. Yeah, good tie, yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Sand dune looked like a face. Oh, I probably missed that. Oh, the log. This one here. Hang on. This little one here freaks me out every time. It doesn't look like a face, but it's for some reason it doesn't freak me out. It sort of looks like a little Dr. Seuss critter wriggling out of a jumper or something. Let me see if I can do a battery check. It's a completely different screen now with StreamYard. 43%. And I've been live for an hour and 12 minutes. So yeah, the battery life's way better too, Morgan. Just FYI, when you get your S21. I heard Rosie O'Kelly talking about um S21s yesterday when I got home. She was like, get one now because they're running out of chips. Yeah, not bad on battery at all. I mean, my other Samsung was really good on battery too, compared to my iPhone, which was just permanently on a fucking charger. I get like one phone call for work and chat to someone for 20 minutes and I'd have to put the phone back on the charger. Whereas my old Samsung, I used to charge it every other day. But yeah, this one's just only gone under 50%. So yeah, the battery's awesome. Awesome. I could probably do 2-hour lives from the beach. Well, I could. Almost 2 hours probably. That's not bad, hey. It was on about 90% when I left home. That thing back there it's just the root of a tree, but it's just the way it's sticking out. It always makes me laugh. Hey Shanna, are you still here? I'm gonna end this live anyway. Head home. I'm just stoked that I worked out how to do it. I love this view. Let me get off the track again so I can read chat. I can't give you much that's interesting to look at. I have to get into the bushes. Hey, Emily. Thank you for all of those channel pardon me, references you put it under that video of mine. Pleasure Morgan. It's funny you should say that, Old Oak, because yesterday Ruth was in my chat and she's like, I'll never own another Samsung, they're shit. But when I had an iPhone and an Android, the iPhone was for work and it was the most annoying piece of shit. Even like we had HP laptops and the iPhone wouldn't talk to them. I kept saying to work, why aren't you getting like Android phones? Because Androids and HP get on very well together. And, you know, yeah, it was a friggin' nightmare. And also when I was in Hawaii, my friend Ange, who I stayed with over there on Oahu, she's got an iPhone and we were taking identical photos of stuff and comparing them. And I took a photo of Lockie, her son, running around on the beach, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, so it was dark. And she took a photo as well. Hers was like pitch black. And the Samsung made it light enough that you could actually make out the outline of Lockie. And it was one of the most beautiful photos I've ever taken. But we kept sharing photos, like, you know, or doing the same photos and showing. And yeah, Ange was just like, my God, this iPhone is a nightmare. The camera, I mean, I've always said Samsungs are basically really good cameras that just happen to have a phone on them. Ah, you're a Note girl. Yeah, because that's the thing that's fun with Samsungs is sort of the Note generation. I've always been even numbers, so I've only just moved from an S10 to the S21. So this is my first odd number Samsung. I've always pretty much got the new next even one. But my last phone, I can't even remember what happened. I think it wasn't charging. So then they put me on a lease plan. I got another S10, but it was pretty new when the S20 came out. So I'm now in the S21 gang. But have a look at it, like the camera, it's crazy. What can I zoom in on? All this Australian shrubbery. Like it's beautiful. And the colours, look at the colour of the sky and 3, 5, 10 and now the 20. Yeah, the photos are incredible. The iPhone 11 Pro takes really good photos. Oh, well, about bloody time. They were shocking. We used to have to take photos for my job, like at events and things that we were sponsoring. I always took them on my Samsung because the iPhone photos were just terrible. Look, he must be a fun guy. I'm trying to find a little floral. There's no florals. It's autumn. Let me see if I can find a floral. It sees me in the bush, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Everyone down here is a bit kooky, so, you know. What about this little Banks here? A bottle brush. Oh, no, I can't see chat. Very clear. The green is so vibrant. The sound is so perfect. The sky is so blue, and the sea too. I think I walked through a cobweb. Just a little one. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, guys, and I'm really happy I've worked out how to use it. But on that note, with that view, I'm going to end this. Thank you for putting up with all of those attempts to go live. I think I'm going to be hiding a few videos today when I get home. And thank you so much for all the feedback with the new phone. Thank you for the love when I cried for Biscuit. I know, it's like I'm living in a painting. Thanks, Twiggy. I hope you can come down this way one day. Come and have a coffee and a donut with me. There's Whale Rock out there. It's getting a bit of white water shooting up in the air off it. Not at the moment, but it's a fair way out. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for joining me. I finally worked it out. I'm quite good with technological stuff. But it's very exciting that I can now go live. You left comments on the shorties. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Huh? Dr. Duck? Who are you talking about, Emily? And thank you again to my beautiful chat who just all love each other so much. And you all check in on each other and share your news, and there's always love being thrown around in chat. I'm so proud of you guys. Belly rubs and head scratches to Sunny Girl. I love the yellow hearts for Sunny. My sister and I were saying the other day the yellow heart emoji buttons on our phones are starting to look worn out already. But a yellow heart's so beautiful. Oh, my previous lives. Cool. I'll check them out. Stay groovy, everyone. Spread the love out there on YouTube and have fun too. Don't take it too seriously. Until next time, stay groovy, motherfuckers.